Good evening and welcome. Tonight's story takes you to a small lambing shed on a quiet spring night, where the ewes and their new lambs are resting in deep, clean straw, and the rain falls softly on the roof above them. There is nothing to do here but rest, and watch, and breathe. If you drift off before the story ends, that is exactly as it should be. Sleep is the whole reason we are here. Let the words become a low murmur, then less than that, and let them carry you under whenever you are ready. Settle in now. Let the bed take your weight. Let your head grow heavy on the pillow, and let the rain do the rest. There is nowhere to be tonight but here, and here is warm, and here is soft, and here is entirely safe. Before the story begins, let yourself settle. There is nothing you need to do with your body except let it be heavy. The bed is holding you. You do not need to help. Take a slow breath in, through your nose, gentle and unhurried. Hold it for a moment soft at the top, and let it go. Slowly all the way out, a little longer than the breath that came in. Again. Breathe in, easy and low, the way you breathe when no one is watching. And out, long and slow, letting your shoulders sink as the breath leaves. One more. In, gently, and out, slowly. And as the breath goes, let your jaw soften, let your hands uncurl, let the weight of the day drain down through the mattress and away. Now let your breathing find its own pace. You do not need to guide it anymore. It knows what to do. It has always known. Every breath from here is one step further into rest. You are sitting on an old wooden stool in the corner of a small lambing shed, late on a soft spring night. The door is closed against the cool air. The rain is falling outside, gentle and steady, and you can hear it on the low roof above you, a quiet patter that never stops and never grows. The shed is warm, not hot, just warm enough. The kind of warmth that comes from animals and straw and a long day holding the day's heat in the wooden walls. You feel it settle around you, soft as a blanket. Your shoulders ease down. There is no cold to brace against here. There is nothing to brace against at all. You have a coat over your shoulders? An old one, soft from years of wear, and it adds its own small warmth. Your hands are tucked into your lap, your feet rest flat and easy on the worn floorboards. The day behind you is finished and put away, and the night ahead asks nothing of you but this, to sit and to be warm, and to watch over the resting animals while the rain comes down. In front of you, the floor is deep with clean golden straw, piled thick and dry. It catches the light and glows a little, pale gold against the dark corners. You can smell it from where you sit, sweet and grassy and clean, the smell of a barn at the gentle end of a calm day. The walls of the shed are old wood, dark and close-grained, smoothed by years of weather and many quiet hands. A few coats hang on pegs by the door, and a coil of soft rope, and an old bucket with nothing in it. Everything has been put where it belongs and left there, and there is a deep restfulness in that, in a room where every small thing is already done. You let your eyes rest on the coats by the door. They hang heavy and still, 3 of them, one over the other, the way coats hang when no one has need of them. They are the colors of long use, faded browns and a worn green, the fabric thick and a little stiff with old rain dried in. They do not stir. There is no wind in the shed to stir them. They simply hang warm shapes in the corner of your eye, keeping their own quiet rest along the wall. The coil of rope hangs from a peg of its own, looped round and tucked back into itself, soft and frayed at the very end where many hands have held it. It is the gentle gold brown of old hemp, and it gives off the faintest smell of dust and dry fiber when the warm air drifts past it. It will not be needed tonight. Nothing will be needed tonight. It simply hangs there, neat and looped and patient, a thing put away and content to be put away. A storm lantern hangs from a low hook on the wall, not far from your shoulder. Its flame is small and steady behind the glass, turned down low so it gives only as much light as the night needs. The light is warm and amber, the color of honey, and it pools across the straw and fades softly into shadow at the edges of the shed. You watch the flame for a moment. It does not flicker. The air in here is still, and the flame stands up straight and quiet, a small calm thing keeping its small calm watch. The glass around it is warm. The metal is worn smooth from many hands over many nights. It gives off the faintest sound, the lantern, a soft low hum so quiet you only notice it when everything else is still, and everything else is still. It is a comfortable sound, the sound of a small warmth working away to itself content. Around the flame the glass is clouded gold with the warmth of many hours, and the light it sheds is soft at its edges, never harsh, never bright, the gentlest light there could be for a room where small things are sleeping. The light from the lantern reaches just so far and no farther. It lays a warm gold circle over the straw and the pens, and beyond that circle the shed fades softly into a brown and gentle dark, the way the edges of a dream go soft and dim while the middle of it stays warm. You do not need to see into the corners. There is nothing in them but more of the same quiet. The dark at the edges is a kind dark, a resting dark, the dark of a room where the lamp has been turned down low on purpose, so that everything can sleep. In the soft circle of that light, the ewes are resting. There are only a few of them, each in her own loose pen of low wooden rails, and each one is settled deep into the straw with her new lamb beside her. They are warm, they are fed, they are exactly where they want to be, and so are you. You let your eyes move slowly along the row of pens. There is no need to hasten your looking. Each pen is its own small world of warmth, a ewe and her lamb bedded down together in the gold light, and you can take them in one at a time, the way you might take in a row of windows lit at night, each one holding its own quiet glow. The wooden rails of the pens are low and worn pale at the top edge, where they have been leaned on and lifted, and set down again over many spring nights. The straw is banked up against them, soft and deep, so that each little pen is a warm hollow, a nest, a place made gently soft for resting. Nothing here is hard, nothing here is cold or unkind. It is all rounded and warm and easy to lie against. You can see the grain in the rails where the lantern catches them, fine dark lines running the length of the wood and the small round knots, and the soft worn places where the paint wore away seasons ago and was never put back. Your eye follows one rail from end to end, slow and unhurried, and then comes to rest. There is a great ease in looking at a thing that needs nothing from you, a plain old rail of wood in warm light, just being what it is. The nearest ewe lies with her legs folded beneath her, her wool thick and slightly damp from the spring air, rising and falling in a slow, even rhythm as she breathes. You watch her sides move out, and in, out, and in. Her breathing is unhurried. There is no reason to make haste. The whole shed seems to breathe along with her, slow and deep and easy. Beside her, her lamb is curled into the warm hollow of her body. It is very small and very new, its coat still soft and crimped, the white of it almost glowing in the lantern light. Its eyes are closed. One small ear twitches once, then is still. It is sleeping the deep, complete sleep of something that has everything it needs and knows it. You let yourself breathe the way the ewe breathes. Slow out, slow in. There is nowhere you need to be. The night is long and there is no haste in it anywhere. It is a deep and steady comfort to watch a creature breathe so easily, out and in. The rise of her side, slow as a tide coming in. The fall of it, slow as a tide going out. You could watch it for as long as you like. There is nothing else this watching needs to become. It is enough on its own, this slow watching of a slow breath, in the warm gold light on a soft spring night. The wool of the ewe is a soft, deep gray-white in the lantern light, thick and slightly oiled, the kind of coat that sheds the rain and holds the warmth. If you reached out, you could feel how warm she is, how dense and soft her wool, but you do not need to reach. You can see the warmth simply by the way she lies, loose and folded and entirely at ease, the way an animal lies only when it feels completely safe. The lamb against her is so new that its legs still look too long for it, tucked and folded now into the smallest possible shape. Its breathing is faster than its mother's, a light flutter under its soft ribs, the breathing of something very small and very content. You watch the two rhythms together, the slow and the light, the deep and the small, and they fit one inside the other like a slow tide and the little waves that ride on it. The rain keeps on above you, soft and constant. It is the kind of rain that has settled in for the night, with no wind behind it, no thunder anywhere near. Just water falling gently on the roof and running quietly down to the eaves and dripping, slow and even, into the dark grass outside. You can hear that dripping at the corner of the shed, patient and unhurried, a sound that asks nothing of you. You listen to the rain a while. It is not one sound, but many small sounds woven together. The soft hush of it spread across the whole roof, the lighter tap where a few drops find a tin gutter, the round, slow plink of water gathering at the eaves and letting go, one drop at a time, into the wet earth below. None of it is hurried. None of it is going anywhere it needs to be. The rain has all the night it could want, and it spends it gently, falling and falling on the low dark roof above you. Now and then a ewe shifts in her straw. There is a soft rustle as she resettles, a small sound of dry stalks moving, and then she is still again. Sometimes one of them lets out a low, soft note, barely a sound at all, the quiet murmur a mother makes to a lamb she can feel sleeping against her. The lamb does not wake. It does not need to. All is well, and the low note simply says so. You keep your gentle watch from the stool in the corner. It is the easiest watch in the world. There is nothing to guard against. There is nothing coming. There is only this warm room, these resting animals, the deep straw, the soft rain, and the small steady flame. To keep this watch, you do not have to do anything at all. You only have to be here, warm and still, while the animals rest. Your being here is enough. The lambs sleep more deeply for the quiet shape of you in the corner, and you grow quieter for the deep sleep of the lambs, and so the warmth passes back and forth between you, around and around, settling everyone deeper into the night. A second ewe lies a little further along, her lamb tucked close beneath her chin. Her eyes are half closed as you watch. They close the rest of the way. Her jaw moves once, slow, as if she is still tasting the sweet hay from the rack above her, and then it stills. She is asleep. The lamb against her was asleep already. Two warm shapes in the gold light, breathing together, going nowhere. Her lamb is a little older than the first, steadier on its folded legs, its coat already drying into soft white curls. Earlier in the day it found its feet and took its first wobbling steps and drank its fill, and now all of that is done, and there is nothing left for it but sleep. It sleeps the way only the very young can sleep, completely, with its whole small body holding nothing back. You watch it, and your own breath slows to match it, and your own eyes grow a little heavier still. You feel how heavy your own body has become on the stool. Your hands rest loose in your lap. Your back is easy. Your feet are flat and still on the worn floorboards. You have nothing to carry and nothing to hold. The warmth of the shed has soaked all the way into you, and your muscles have let go of the day without your even deciding it. The lantern light moves over the straw like slow honey. The rain whispers on the roof. The animals breathe. You breathe. And the night folds itself quietly around the little shed and holds it safe. Further along still, there is a third ewe, the oldest of them, lying long in her straw with her lamb pressed warm against her back. She has done this many springs now, and she knows the deep ease of a night when all is well. Her breath comes slow and long. Her eyes are closed. Her ears lie soft and back against her head, the way they do only when an animal has nothing in the world to listen for, nothing it needs to mind, nothing left to do but rest. You feel something of that same old ease settle into you. There is nothing you need to listen for either. The sounds of the shed are all soft, all known, all good. The rustle of straw, the slow breathing, the patient drip of rain at the eaves, the small low murmur of a ewe to her lamb. Each sound when it comes says only the same gentle thing. All is well. All is well. Rest now. All is well. You watch the slow lift of her side, the long warm breath going out of her and coming slowly back. And you feel your own breath lengthen to meet it, the way one slow thing draws another slow thing along with it. There is a deep old comfort in being near a creature so entirely at rest. It asks nothing. It worries at nothing. It has laid the whole of itself down in the deep straw and given its weight to the warm dark, and simply by sitting near it, simply by breathing the same warm air, you find yourself doing the same, laying yourself down, giving your weight over, letting the night take it. The old ewe's lamb is the smallest of the three, a late little one, curled so deep into her wool that you can see only the soft white round of its back and the tip of one folded ear. It rises and falls with her breathing, lifted and lowered by the slow swell of her side, riding her sleep the way a small boat rides a calm and sheltered tide. It could not be safer. It could not be warmer. It has found the very best place in the whole wide night, and it knows it, and it sleeps. In the last pen of the row, a fourth ewe lies with two lambs against her. Twins, one tucked under her chin, and one curled into the warm hollow behind her shoulder. She is broad and calm, and her wool is thick, and she has spread herself a little in the straw to make a wide, warm shelter for the two of them. Both lambs sleep, both rise and fall with her slow breath. She lies with her head laid down along the straw, her muzzle resting on the soft gold of it, breathing out long and slow through her nose, and you can almost feel the warmth of that breath stirring a few light stems of straw before it. You watch the twins a while, the two small white shapes against the broad warm gray of their mother. They lie close, the way new things lie close, one breathing a little faster than the other, both of them dreaming whatever it is that lambs dream on their first soft nights in the world. There is room for them both. There is warmth enough for them both, and for the ewe, and for you, and for the whole quiet shed besides. The warmth does not run short here. It only gathers and deepens and holds. Down by the door, on a folded sack in the warmest dry corner, an old sheepdog lies sleeping. He has worked the long day, and now he is done, curled nose to tail in a soft gray and white heap, his sides moving slow. One paw twitches now and then, chasing something gentle through a dream, and then goes still. He keeps a watch of his own, deeper even than yours, the easy watch of an old dog who knows the shed is safe, and the night is quiet, and there is nothing in it that wants minding. You look at him a while, the rise and fall of his ribs, the soft fold of one ear over the sack. He has no more to do tonight than you have, and he does it just as well, lying warm in his corner, breathing slow, letting the night go by. The lantern light reaches him faintly, gilds the tips of his fur, and leaves the rest of him in soft brown shadow. He sleeps, the lambs sleep, the ewes sleep, and you in your corner, on your stool, grow slowly heavier and warmer and nearer to sleep yourself. There is a small square window in the wall above the hay rack, an old pane of glass with the rain running down the outside of it in slow, bright threads. The lantern light catches in those threads now and then, a thin gleam sliding down and gone, as the rain finds its way down the glass and off the sill and into the dark. Beyond the glass there is only the wet black of the spring night. Nothing to see, nothing to watch, just the soft moving water and the dark behind it. You let your eyes follow one thread of rain down the window pane, slow, all the way to the bottom, where it gathers and slips away, and then another. There is no haste in it. Each thread takes its own slow time. The glass is cool, you know, cool to the touch on its far side, with the night pressed gentle against it. But in here all is warm, and the cool stays out there where it belongs, on the other side of the old pane, with the rain and the dark and the sleeping fields. If you listen now with your eyes soft and half closed, you can hear how all the small sounds of the shed lie together. The hush of the rain across the whole roof, the slow drip at the eaves patient and even, the soft low hum of the lantern at your shoulder, the long slow breathing of the ewes, and the lighter breathing of the lambs, and somewhere the deeper slower breath of the old dog by the door, the rustle of straw now and then when a sleeping body shifts and settles. Not one of these sounds is hurried, not one of them means anything but rest. They lie over one another like soft blankets, layer on layer, and you lie beneath them, warm and held and growing heavier with every slow breath. There is hay in a low rack along the far wall, sweet and dry, and its scent drifts through the warm air and mixes with the smell of clean straw. It is a good smell, a calm smell, the smell of summers stored away and kept for nights like this one. You breathe it in slowly. It settles in your chest like something kind. You take another slow breath of it. The hay, the straw, the warm wool, the faint clean smell of the rain coming in under the door. All of it together is the smell of a place that is exactly as it should be. It is a smell you could rest in for hours. It is a smell that loosens something in the chest and lets it go, lets it down, lets it settle, the way a held breath finally settles when it is let out slow. The hay in the rack is the green gold of last summer, pulled loose from a bale and tucked into the wooden slats, and a few long stems have worked their way free and lie scattered across the top of the straw below. You can see the fine dry seed heads on them, and the curl of the leaf, and the way the lantern light turns each stem a soft warm color, almost amber, almost the color of the flame itself. They smell of meadows and of sun, of long days that are over now and stored away safe, brought out again on a wet spring night to feed the warm and sleeping animals. Against the wall near the hay rack stands an old water pail, half full. The water in it gone still and dark and glassy. The lantern lays one small coin of gold light on its surface, and the light does not move, because the water does not move, because nothing in the shed is moving but the slow breathing of the animals and the slow falling of the rain. You look at that little coin of light on the dark water and feel how completely still the room has become. A worn broom leans in the corner beside the pail, its bristles soft and splayed from long sweeping, its handle pale where a hand has held it season after season. It leans there at its easy angle, doing nothing, needing nothing, resting against the wall the way you are resting on your stool. The floor it once swept is swept already, the straw is laid already, the work of the day is long done, and the broom can simply lean and be still. Up in the dark of the rafters, where the lantern light only just reaches, there is a small round shape tucked against a beam, a swallow's nest of dried mud, empty now and quiet. No bird stirs in it. It waits there, patient as everything else, for warmer nights still to come. You let your eye rest on it a moment, that small dark cup high in the warm gloom, and then you let your eye come slowly down again, down through the soft light, down to the straw and the pens and the sleeping animals, where it is warmest, where it is softest, where you would rather it stay. Outside, the spring fields are dark and wet and quiet. The rain is feeding the new grass and the small hedges and the puddles in the lane, and none of that needs anything from you. It will all be there in the morning, greener for the rain. But the morning is a long way off, and there is no reason to think of it. There is only now, and now is warm, and now is soft. Beyond the door, the world is small and dark and gentle. There is the wet lane, and the low stone wall, and the field rising slowly into the dark, and the rain falling soft over all of it. No lights, no voices, no one stirring anywhere, just the rain, and the dark, and the warm little shed glowing low and gold in the middle of it like a coal-banked safe for the night. And you are inside it, in the warmth, in the soft light, held safe. If you think of the field beyond the wall, you think of it sleeping too. The new grass lies flat and shining under the rain. The hedges drip into the dark. Somewhere out there, a low gate stands closed on its loop of wire, and the lane runs quietly down toward a sleeping farmhouse with its windows dark. And beyond that, the hills lie folded into one another under the soft gray rain, sleeping the way the lambs sleep, the way the ewes sleep, the way you are beginning gently to sleep. The whole wet country is at rest, and the little shed sits warm in the middle of it, and you sit warm in the middle of the shed. A lamb somewhere stretches in its sleep, one tiny leg pushing out into the straw, and then it curls back in against its mother and is still. The ewe shifts to make room without waking, the way mothers do. The straw rustles, settles, and goes quiet. The lantern flame holds steady. The rain keeps falling, soft and even on the low dark roof. The door of the shed is shut against the night. A plain old door of gray planks, with a worn wooden latch dropped into its keeper, and a thin line of darker dark beneath it, where the cool air rests against the warm. A breath of the night comes under that door now and then, the faintest cool ribbon of it, smelling of rain and wet grass, and it slips in along the floor and is taken up at once into the warmth and lost. It cannot reach you on your stool. It only gives the warm air something to be warm against and makes the warmth feel kinder still. You look at the latch a moment, the smooth worn peg of it sitting snug in its place, holding the door gently to. It is a small uncertain thing. The door is closed, The latch is down. Nothing will open it tonight. There is nothing on the other side that wishes to come in, and no reason for anything within to go out. The latch holds plain and patient, and you need give it no more thought than that. It is closed. You are inside. All is well. The warm air of the shed moves so slowly you can barely feel it. A gentle drift from the breathing of all the sleeping animals, carrying the sweet smell of straw and hay and warm wool around the room and back again. It touches your face, soft and warm, and is gone, and comes again. It is the slowest, kindest air, the air of a room where everyone is sleeping well. Beneath your feet the floorboards are old and wide and worn smooth, warm now from the long day and the warmth of the shed. You can feel them through the soles of your boots, solid and steady and kind, holding you the way they have held many quiet watchers before you. Here and there a stem of straw has drifted across them, and the gold light lies along the grain of the wood, and the boards do not creak, because nothing here is moving, because everything here is at rest. The stool beneath you is a plain old thing of 3 legs and a worn round seat, smoothed by long sitting, and it holds your weight without a sound. You feel how settled you are upon it, how little you need to do to stay just as you are. Your spine is easy. Your shoulders have come down. Your hands lie open and heavy in your lap. The stool holds you, and the floor holds the stool, and the warm dark holds all of it, and the night holds the warm dark, and so you are held, layer upon gentle layer, all the way down. You draw one more slow breath of the warm shed air, the hay and the straw and the soft wool of it, and let it down deep, and let it out slow. With it goes a little more of the day, a little more of the weight you did not know you were still holding. The smell is sweet and clean and kind. It asks nothing of you. It only fills you gently and settles and lets you go a little softer, a little lower, a little nearer to sleep. You notice how heavy your hands have become, resting there in your lap. You notice the warm weight of your own body on the stool, settled and still. There is a lovely heaviness coming over you now, the same heaviness that has settled the ewes deep into their straw, the same heaviness that holds the lambs so soundly asleep. It moves up from your feet, slow and warm, and you let it. There is nothing to resist. There is only the warm dark and the soft rain and the long, slow breathing. The coat over your shoulders has grown warm clean through. You can feel its soft weight along your arms, the worn old cloth of it warmed by your own warmth, and the warmth of the room, a small kind blanket settled over you. It smells faintly of hay and of wood smoke, and of many other quiet nights like this one. You let your shoulders soften beneath it. You let it hold you the way it has held many others in this corner, on this stool, keeping the same easy watch. You watch the slow rise and fall of the nearest you again. Out and in, out and in. Her wool is warm and her breath is even, and her lamb is dreaming against her side. There is nothing in this picture that is not at rest. There is nothing in this picture that is not safe and warm and well. The lantern hums its small low hum. The rain hushes on the roof. Somewhere along the row a ewe lets out her low soft note, and somewhere a lamb breathes its quick light breath, and the two sounds fold into the rain and are gone. The straw glows gold. The dark at the edges is soft. Everything is exactly where it belongs. You let your gaze go gentle and unfocused, the way it does when sleep is near, so that the gold light blurs a little, and the pens soften, and the warm shapes of the sleeping ewes become only warm shapes, breathing slowly in the honeyed dark. You do not need to see them clearly. You only need to know that they are there, warm and safe and breathing, and you do know it, and the knowing is enough. Your eyelids have grown heavy. You let them. There is no need to keep them open. The watch you are keeping is a soft one, and it keeps itself. Even with your eyes closed, you can hear that all is well. The gentle breathing, the small rustles, the steady rain. You do not have to look to know that the lambs are sleeping. You can simply listen and trust and rest. The warmth holds you. The straw glows gold beyond your closed eyes, or you remember that it does. The lantern keeps its quiet flame. The animals breathe their slow, contented breaths, and the rain goes on, soft on the roof, asking nothing, ending nothing, just falling. The lambs are warm. The ewes are warm. The straw is deep and soft beneath them all. The lantern burns low and steady on its hook, and the rain falls soft and steady on the roof. And between the two, in the warm and quiet middle of it, everything that breathes here is at rest. You are part of that rest now. You have been folded into it as gently as a lamb is folded into the warm side of its mother. Let your jaw soften. Let your brow soften. Let your breath grow as slow and as long as the breath of the old ewe sleeping in her deep straw. There is nothing for you to hold any longer. The night is holding everything. The night is holding you. Let your shoulders settle a little more. Let them sink. There is room here for all your weight, and the night is glad to hold it. The shed is warm. The straw is deep. The rain is soft. A ewe breathes out, slow. A lamb sleeps against her, warm. The lantern burns low and gold. All is well. You do not need to think. There is nothing here to think about. There is only the warmth and the breathing and the rain. The straw is deep and clean and golden. The lambs are curled and sleeping. The ewes are breathing slow. The rain is falling soft on the roof, soft and even, going nowhere, ending nothing. You are warm. You are easy. You are held. The lantern light is honey and shadow. The straw smells sweet. The rain whispers down. Breathe slow. Breathe out. There is no haste anywhere in this night. A lamb sleeps. A ewe breathes. The rain falls soft. The nearest ewe breathes out, slow. The straw stirs once and settles. The rain comes down on the low, dark roof, soft and even, soft and even. All is well in the little shed. All is warm. All is quiet. The straw is deep. The lambs are dreaming. The rain goes on. Soft rain. Deep straw. Warm wool in the gold light. The lantern hums low and small. The coats hang still on their pegs. The rope is coiled and quiet. All is put away. All is done. Breathe out. Slow. Let the warmth take your weight. Let it hold you the way the straw holds the sleeping lambs. Soft rain. Deep straw. A small flame burning low. Soft rain on the roof, deep straw on the floor, the slow, slow breathing of the ewes. Resting, warm, held, the rain falling soft and softer on the quiet roof. The dog sleeps by the door. The twins sleep against their mother. The old ewe breathes long and slow. Soft rain, deep straw, warm wool in the gold light. Nothing to do, nothing to mind, only the warmth and the breathing and the rain. The lambs are sleeping, the ewes are breathing slow, the rain is falling soft. A lamb sleeps, a ewe breathes, the lantern burns low and gold. All is well, all is warm. Soft rain, deep straw, warm breathing in the gold light. Soft rain, deep straw, the flame burning low. Soft rain, deep straw, all is well. The lambs are sleeping, the rain is falling soft, the lantern burns low and gold, and the long, slow breathing goes on and on into the warm and quiet night. A ewe breathes out, slow. A lamb sleeps warm against her. The rain comes down, soft and even, on the low, dark roof. Soft rain, deep straw, the flame low and gold. Soft rain, deep straw, warm and held, and the rain falling soft and softer on the quiet roof.